So tell me why. Tell me about the moment when you discovered Evil as the new name and why.
I was at a ski house listening to Bon Iver, which is one of my favorite bands. It means cold winter, and I was in the middle of winter, and I was like, I love music, so I always try to share it with my friends and family. So I was writing an email late at night and just saying, I like check out this music. That's awesome. I love, 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 love it. And I started writing love all these different ways. And then eventually,
Were you doing anything other than listening to Bon Iver? Yeah, okay.
I was.
Yeah.
But that's what, a lot of the Bare Naked,
Yeah, Phil's
inspiration.
Fresh. Come on.
Then we just, I was writing the email, and then I wrote love like in capital letters, then lowercase letters, then separated, and I just kept writing it over and over again.
Wow.
It's just amazing. And at that point, I wrote EVOL backwards, and I was like, holy shit. Like, evil, evolution, revolution,
and then
evolve.
You had the munchies, you had a burrito, and...
Multiple burritos.
Right.
And then just kind of came up with that concept. And the idea is like everybody, we sell frozen burritos. That's what Evil Burritos is. And people buy frozen foods because of the convenience, which is stupid. Like you should buy food because it tastes good. And so that's the whole concept around Evil.
Maybe good for you, good for your kids.
Yeah, like I wouldn't make any food I wouldn't want to give to my kids or family. Like that should be illegal.
Right. Right. So tell me, so when you joined with Phil and you renamed it Evil, the skater kids love the name because it's badass. The moms love it because they know it's love backwards. You have a goal.
Why do you like it?
I like it because we like Ryan Van Duzer, who we had on the show earlier. All we eat and know how to eat is burritos.
Everybody deserves a good burrito.
Yeah, and ice cream. It's funny you mentioned ice cream and frozen pizza. I'm hoping you get into that
soon.
So, and you actually do have a goal with that. Tell me about that. What is your goal? It's not just burritos.
Yeah, like we look at the whole frozen category of whether it's frozen pizzas, paninis, evil meatballs, evil smoking bowls, like all kinds of fun stuff.
Is it fun to just sit around and say evil water?
We say it a lot.
Yeah. So when you looked at the frozen section, you're bringing made from scratch ingredients, the ingredients you believe in, humanely raised meat, I know is a big part of your ethos. Last night when we were talking about what we were going to be talking about, we weren't smoking anything. You said, I want to bring Michael, Paul, and Alice Waters and stuff them in the frozen section. You didn't quite put it that way.
No, I didn't. I just, we're at a space where, farm to table, restaurants, places like the Kitchen in Boulder, are inspiring eaters everywhere, and nobody's done it with manufacturing. I really think that that's the next step. Is you take, the Michael Pollan and the Alice Waters and the Ann Coopers of the world and their mentalities in terms of humanely raised proteins and pasture-raised meats, organics, natural, local, attention to freight miles, all that stuff.
I love those words. Just keep talking.
Plug it into manufacturing because it's the right thing to do. And
so tell me about the transportation. I know we're short on time, but the average meal travels what?
Oh, I don't even know. Far.
1,500 miles.
Michael Pollan would know for sure.
It's 1,500 miles. So all your ingredients, or the bulk of them, are coming locally, right?
As many as we can. I mean, there are a lot of ingredients that we can't get here that we just can't because of the climate. But Colorado's a great climate to grow things like potatoes and things like pinto beans. All our pinto beans are Colorado grown. All our potatoes are Colorado grown.
And tell me, why is humanely raised important to you and your brand?
Because I don't believe in torturing animals, and that's what the food system does to animals, first of all. And second of all, the environmental impact is just horrendous. I mean, you look at like the wastewater and the effect of the feedlots on the environment. It's terrible. And
the effect of the what?
The feedlots.
Yeah. Right.
So, our animals are not raised in feedlots. They're raised in open range, and they're raised on pasture. And, our goal is to get them to all 100% pasture raised. We're not there yet.
And Brendan, you were saying 75% of the people who walk into Chipotle or Qdoba are ordering, I think I'm getting my facts wrong, but are ordering meat burritos.
Yeah, the big opportunity that I saw is if you go into the frozen section right now, pretty much the only frozen burrito is Amy's. Great product, but only vegetarian. But the bulk of people around the country actually eat meats or proteins in their burritos. We have breakfast burritos, pork green chili burritos, all kinds of tasty stuff like that.
What percentage of the country is vegetarian?
I think it's about 5 to 7, somewhere in there. I've heard different numbers, but and they control probably 90% of what goes on in the frozen section. So there's kind of a miss, I think.
Okay. So, and then what's next for Evil.
We just, I mean, the brand just got out there 2 or 3 months ago, so we're really at the genesis of it, which is really exciting. You know, we're in Whole Foods nationwide. You can find the product there. It's about expanding distribution, and really just, in the end of the day, all you have to do with a good product is get it in people's mouths. And so for the next year, like, that's what we're going to try to do. You want to say something about that so badly.
I can make jokes.
Go ahead. I was
Yeah.
teeing that up for you, and you didn't hit it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're over time, Larry Flint, but thank you so much. It's really inspiring. It's a fun, hip brand. I hope you don't have to sell to Kellogg at the end of the, you know, the yellow brick road. But you guys are both inspiring. You're rocking the world and changing it for the better, so keep it up. Phil, Brendan, let's applaud and